Twitter began in 2006 as an online message board that was updated via text message. Since then, it has grown into one of the largest social networks, boasting more than 300 million users who combine to produce 500 million tweets daily. Marketers have been slow to catch on to Twitter, though. Recent reports estimate that only 65% of businesses use the platform for advertising, which gives you plenty of time to get ahead before the rest of the competition arrives and sets up shop. In case you need more convincing, these 11 benefits of using Twitter for business can help you cross the divide. Like its main competitors, Twitter has direct messaging features for private conversations between two users. However, the main difference is that the two accounts must mutually follow each other unless one user has their inbox set to open before they can connect one another. This might seem like a hurdle for marketers who want to connect with influencers or other important industry players. But reserving direct messaging for mutuals ensures your conversations are worthwhile, engaging, personalized, and authentic. Twitter has branched into content discovery, so users now can see occasional tweets from people they might not even follow. This is more likely if multiple users in a network like a tweet. The algorithm then guesses you might also want to see similar content to what's already in your network. With this feature, your tweets with engagement can end up in front of new eyes, thus increasing reach and engagement. According to data averaged from multiple studies, Twitter is the only social network where marketers are recommended to post up to 15 times per day. Unlike its main competitors, Facebook and Instagram, Twitter is still heavily chronological. Tweets have such a short lifespan in the ongoing feed of posts that regular updates are necessary to stay relevant. Marketers should take this opportunity to integrate a varied mix of content that entertains and educates their Twitter following and keeps them engaged. The platform allows text, images, videos, live video, and polls that can all encourage conversation in different ways. With a more robust posting schedule, Twitter is a network where a brand can develop its voice and public personality. Depending on the industry, tweets can have an authoritative voice or even a sassy one. Your consistent brand voice is also archived for prospective customers who are using Twitter to research how you interact with your followers. Twitter's open format leaves nothing to the imagination, and some have experienced the fallout when old problematic tweets resurface at inopportune times. If you have a Twitter account, you also have access to TweetDeck. It's a free tool that specializes in monitoring. Simply identify accounts, keywords, or hashtags that you want to follow, and watch as TweetDeck creates individual feeds for your selected parameters. This is an effective way to stay in the conversation because you don't have to use the main Twitter platform to search for keywords one by one, and that means you might miss an important tweet. TweetDeck lets you watch your competitors' activity and community all at once, which makes it an impactful tool for poaching customers. For example, if you see a user complain about a competing brand because you're tracking their name as a keyword, you can reply and recommend your brand as a variable solution that addresses their pain points. In 2019, there's no doubting the power of the influencer, a modern-day social media celebrity. Marketers have found that influencer campaigns yield an average return of around $7.65 for every $1 spent. However, Instagram is oversaturated with individuals pushing products, which makes influencer campaigns that much fresher on other social media network sites. Twitter has massive potential for marketers, and that's because there are 2 times the increase in purchase intent when consumers see tweets from both brands and influencers. Also, 49% of Twitter users responded that they rely upon the recommendations from influencers, while 40% have made a purchase solely based on a tweet from an influencer. Social media profiles are the new homepage. As mentioned earlier, Twitter is the place to develop and showcase a brand voice, so users will often use it to visit a brand's Twitter profile to get a better feel for the brand. About half the time, that visit will inspire further research, namely due to the fact that 47% of the people who visit a Twitter profile also visit the website linked to that profile. Marketers should keep this in mind when building a brand voice. They should be consistent, and seamless across channels, so a playful Twitter account shouldn't lead to a landing page with overtly serious language. Otherwise, consumers will end up confused and leave the page without converting. Twitter users are given native analytics within the platform, and they're some of the best across social media sites. In particular, the Audiences tab helps marketers paint a picture of their average follower. Audiences has 4 categories: demographics, lifestyle, consumer behavior, and mobile footprint. The data delivers insight into your followers and their interests, as well as how they interact with brands, which is helpful to know before launching a campaign. With your follower persona in mind, you can aim directly for Twitter users who match the kind of people following you already. Advertising on Twitter costs as little as $1 per day, but its real strength is optimization. Twitter Ads guides marketers of all experience levels through the campaign creation process by suggesting parameters to maximize impact. Then, if the setting is selected, the platform will pace spending based on results to ensure marketers aren't spending unnecessarily. As you gain experience, you can also experiment with A/B split testing, using different campaign types or applying other settings. It's customizable and incredibly user-friendly. The best part? Independent research shows that Twitter marketing campaigns can deliver 40% higher return on investment when compared to other media channels. Hashtags are still the king of social media discovery tools, especially when marketers use branded hashtags. Created by brands to give consumers a way to share their experiences on social channels, branded hashtags comprise 70% of the total hashtag landscape. Marketers can use these niche spaces to easily follow their brand communities online. Whether it's to participate in a Twitter conversation or to find user-generated content for future tweets, there's tremendous potential here. One of the best parts of Twitter is its capability to spread a message like wildfire. Anyone who uses the platform regularly sees multiple tweets per day reach viral status because they're funny, they're relatable, or they're newsworthy. Those tweets can come from anyone, no matter how few followers they might have. Brands can similarly go viral with a tweet, which immediately increases reach, traffic, and conversion. Twitter is a unique marketing channel with huge opportunities for brands looking for a new way to reach prospective customers. It's not yet full of business accounts, and it has maintained the authenticity that's lacking on other social media sites, which has resulted in a dedicated user base that's tired of Instagram's careful curation and Facebook's fake news. Marketers always need to have new tricks up their sleeve to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of digital advertising. You can engage in training courses to learn and then undertake to implement all these strategies, or you can delegate your Twitter campaign to us.